Please do not touch the lid of the flushing water box, thus tearing it and stopping it with your feet on the seat cover. Thank you for your understanding. Some wise words, even if I didn't quite understand their meaning. I think we can say renovations in the bathroom are ongoing. And something I should point out, just less than a stone's throw away from the back of the hostel, we have in this little corner an old traditional flower market, fruit and veg market, and my attention is drawn to Kebab's Looks over on the far right hand side. If you want to get some bargain flowers or some tasty natural organic fruit and vegetables, this is the place to come. If you don't want to buy something similar from the flower shop across the road or the Maximus supermarket just 100 metres up the road. Kebab's Lux. When does that open? That's what he's wondering. I think it's closing about 7 in the evening. So not a late night munchies option. Finally the sun's come out. Let's get into the old town and have a nose around Liepaja. I don't know about you old backpackers, but certainly when I see bums written, it feels like it's a call to arms for those of us who are wayfarers, semi-homeless, and drifting around the world. It might well be that this is a good place to pick up your €15 new sneakers. Wonder what the tread's like. Tempting, eh? Tempting. Pavu bums. Attention bums. €15 sneakers. What should I do? Well, I haven't that long had these brand new free sneakers from a hostel where they'd been left behind by some other poor soul. So I think I'll stick with these for the time being. But €15 is a competitive price, whether you're a bum or not. I won't take that personally. Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm a bit slow off the mark today. Yes, the sun's shining, the birds are singing. However, it was pretty grey and miserable when I got up just before 8 o'clock this morning, I have to tell you. So the weather forecast, and despite me waxing lyrical in recent videos about how wonderful the weather is, today, yes, a reminder that we are in the Baltics and it's a little bit nippier. The sun finally has come out. I'm in need of my jacket. Welcome to the Walkie Talkie Traveller channel, by the way. This thing that I'm doing at the moment, but goodness knows why, I hear you say. The plan here in Liepaja for this morning and this afternoon is to focus our concentration in the old town. There are lots and lots of churches. I may have mentioned this before. Very friendly receptionist who checked me in mentioned that there were, I think she said, 35 churches in Liepaja, which is a huge number, don't you think? The population is under 70,000. And she did also point out that Some of these churches only have congregations numbering 20, 30 people. I don't know how they're still going, but yeah, all power to them, I guess. Now, I think we'll take this up again when we hit the centre. I'll see you there. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'm certainly glad I'm not in need of any beard modelling. A master would model my beard for €10, but an expert would charge 15. Straightforward haircut, €15 from a master, 20 from an expert. God, I feel like I'm just saving money without even having to try. Lucky old me. Well, there's an offer. Too bad I don't ride a bike. A rather ostentatious addition. However out of place that tower looks, we have a treat just tucked away behind. That main spire has been nicely retouched. Let's have a look from another angle. Cool, I bet there's been plenty of yakking done around this table and benches. It almost looks like an artwork of a modern crazy kind, which I don't normally like. But as this is just, is the word organic? I don't know. It's the way it's evolved anyway, naturally, through time. I like it. We've got a walled something here. It's a mound, and I was thinking perhaps there'd be access around the side here, because it looks a bit like one of those parts of the neighbourhood where the residents can have their underground cellars. Maybe it's connected to this large chimney. But the brick wall has been in place for some while, clearly. Which suggests it was, well, was it off limits? We'll never know. But it's funny what you come across walking through the back streets. And you know what they say? It's that first step. You know, once you take the first step, the rest comes easy. Or if you're coming down, it's the last step. Do I want to get on the roof? Of course I don't. Now let's get a better view of this elusive church. Have you heard of St. Troitsky? Or St. Trisvienibas? This is a cathedral anyway from 1867. Who it's dedicated to, I do not know. But there's a lot of work going on at the moment. And that top spire does look very attractive. After that slightly passive-aggressive, can I call it hostile, non-welcome, I received from St. Nicholas's Orthodox Church up at Korosta, I'm not feeling inclined to venture in, even though the door is open here. No, oh, go on. They can only kick you out, can't they? And it was all rather dark and gloomy in there. But they do have a feature outdoor toilet, should you be passing and be in need. If they're talking about Boris Johnson, I can't concur with the sentiment. I say keep him locked up. If you're here out of season, I'm unreliably informed that this is the place to come to for your nighttime entertainment. If you don't fancy the Fontaine Live Music Centre. Big 7 nightclub. It's a sort of sister club to the 7 Linear place on the beach. That's what's looking tempting right now. Liepaja's kebabs, and they're open for business. This is the place you would come to dance the night away. And hopefully they're still serving kebabs come the evening. How much is a kebab? I won't be having one. Don't think I can trust my stomach with a kebab, unfortunately. But there we have the prices. I'll leave you to interpret those prices. If you're a student, you get 20% off. Gosh. And there are some burgers. I'm feeling rather glad that I picked up my tasty snack from Maxima Supermarket again for my lunch, because those prices, like an overspiced kebab, can be, I think, a little rich for some of us. Sveiki, sveiki. Just round the corner we have this, which is, well, I'm tempted to go and look in the courtyard, find out what it is. What have we got here? Nice old building again, and a twee. What's attached to it? Cones and seashells, bits of wood. There's the back of the museum over there. We've got some modern structure here, some old storage units, and a fire pit where you could hang your bowl of broth, cook up a feast. There's a little old building next to the big old building. Let's see what kind of view we can get of the whole scene. If you just keep stepping back a little further, Don't worry, you're nowhere near the edge of the cliff. Excellent. There we are. An historic courtyard in Liepaja. That's a nice little find. An historic courtyard in the back streets of old Liepaja. Well, just stepping back to the side of the museum, there is indeed a plaque which I missed first time round. In 1697, Tsar Peter the Great lived here. Not for long, presumably. Again, check the length of the bed, if they say this is the bed he slept in, because if it isn't considerably over 6 feet in length, He never slept in that bed, or didn't sleep comfortably. 100 metres away is a very nice little doer-upper. Wouldn't you say? What's this I see? Poo-poo Ayala. Poo-poo Street. Better mind my step. Don't want to walk into any of that. Yup. Ooh, just as well I was warned. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Here we have Peter's Market, Petrovsky. Slightly crammed and packed Peter's Market, sandwiched between St. Joseph's Catholic Church over there and down over there used to be a synagogue, and right here there is St. Anne's Church. Quite a busy little place. Come on then, you know you want to. Fruit and veggies, not just slippers and socks. And lots of flowers over there. It puts our little local flower and fruit and vegetable market to shame, really, doesn't it? That little one we've got on the doorstep of the hostel, but still, this is the big main city market, so only to be expected. And we've got an indoor part as well, the actual building coming up. The smell of fresh strawberries in the air. And honey. But is it fake? Is it real? Sometimes you never know until you have that experience. I won't recount the Belarusian market experience again. The tragedy of that fake honey I was fobbed off with. Oh, seagulls having a go. And here's the 1910 Peter Market main building. I got a feeling before this ever went up, people were always trading out on this street, just as they are now. And inside, what do we see? Will our jaws drop? Well, not exactly. That's a shame, isn't it? Well, I'm being drawn over to the pastries. Hello. Well, to be honest, I've already got my pastry. 50 cents in Maxima. So 20 cents saving on the market price. And they asked me, how can I afford to live the way I do? Oh, because I make savings. I wonder what's down there. Zivju Pagrabs. Maybe you know what I'm about to encounter. I'm not sure. I'm going to check out what they are. There was absolutely nothing whatsoever down there. So Zivju Pagrabs, or whatever it's called, means absolutely nothing. Probably means don't waste your time going down there. But I've come out right by St. Joseph's Church, and this is one I particularly wanted to come into. Built in 1894, it says on the building. The lady who works at reception mentions that inside St. Joseph's, which is her local church, there are some particularly beautiful paintings. I've got to give it a go, haven't I? See what I can see. Funny thing happened to me in there. I didn't come over all religious all of a sudden. But there was a gathering of people just outside. Local parishioners with bouquets of flowers. I don't know if... Is that what you do for weddings here? Take bouquets of flowers? Was there a funeral? A christening? Don't know, they were just hanging outside. Inside, there was no indications that you can't shoot video, but there were some people in there. So I was extremely discreet and very limited in what I filmed. But I think I showed some sensitivity under the circumstances. I was respectful. Most of the churches I've gone into of late have said quite clearly with symbols, you know, no filming. So that was a nice change, and it was reasonably light in there in places. Trying to think of the saying. What is it? God shines on the... God looks after those who look... God looks after those who look after themselves. No, I don't think that's it. God shines a light on the self-righteous. That might be more accurate in my case. Okay, now I want to go back into the market and have a look around the outside part of the market, and I'll tell you for why. Because many, many years ago, I bought my backpack here. Yep. Little backpack, all sort of nylon-y, no brand name, of course, 16 euros. Lovely jubbly. And it's still going strong today. Incredibly feather light bag, which is perfect for me. And then once you put all your stuff in, then you have just the weight basically of all your belongings. So I'd rather not pay a huge amount for a bag, particularly when I couldn't find any bags apart from this one I found in the market, which suited me because I was looking for a particularly light bag. The zips, cheap and nasty looking, nylon, you know, they won't last, will they? Guess what they have? The straps are fine. They're just the right number of compartments that I want in the backpack. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. Yeah, I have happy memories of finding that backpack right here in the outdoor market. But to be honest, it doesn't look the way I remember. It's probably too many years ago. Got to be something like 10 years ago. Yeah, same backpack after 10 years. I hear you cry. Yep. If it's not broken, why replace it? Let's go back in and have another look round. There was also a nice little place I remember which was serving hot food. Surely the layout hasn't changed to such a degree that I don't recognise any part of it, but maybe that is the case. Where did it go? Well, so much can happen in 10 years, can't it? Cats can become unicorns, it seems. As I'm looking around here, maybe I just need to go that little bit further. I need to go the extra mile, maybe. Could that be it? Well, we're going past the honey again and going past the entrance on this side to the market building. So where was the place I went for the food? I was going down there, but it's all the same stuff. Bags and tracksuits. T-shirts, bags and tracksuits. Yeah, somewhere along this kind of stretch of the market. I bought one of these little backpacks up here. Something similar. You've probably seen it in one of my earlier videos. Nothing fancy at all. That's the strength of it. I'm sure it wasn't built to last, but the weird thing is, it has lasted. I'm quite happy about that. And the little cafe indoor place has evaporated. Oh well. I'm a bit disappointed because I was thinking I might actually do that rare thing and treat myself to a little sit-down soup or something, you know. But as it is, I'm not going to have that option. Oh, that's handy. There are toilets. I think I'll cough up the 30 cents. Toilets are open till 5, apart from on Sundays when they're open till 2 in the afternoon. Right, I'll be back after I've had a pee.